Okay, welcome back. And quickly want to check if you have, completed your homework and you've had the time to go back and reflect through the benefits of, what is it that you really want to get out of this workshop that you're attending? And have you thought through all the objectives, the purpose, really why? Why am I on this journey? What skills am I going to gather? And how is that together going to really have a huge impact in my life and all different facets of my life. And if you haven't thought of all of that yet, then stop, go back, do that, and then let's continue, because it's really, really important. It's important for you to really understand what is it that you want to take away and what's your personal gain and how is that going to help you achieve what you want to achieve in life. So it's really important you do that. Yeah. Coming back to the story, so Rama and they're on this journey, and they were at this information counter, and Rama suddenly has this thought about, I want to be a superhero. But what is a superhero? Who is a superhero? I mean, are we talking about superheroes like Spider-Man or Superman or Batman with all these powers that they've got, and how they try to overcome all the obstacles by using all these exceptional powers that they have? Are we really talking about having those superpowers to be a superhero? Let me ask you, who is your favorite superhero? Aha, I'm sure Spider-Man tends to be one of our favorite superheroes. Well, so Rama here is also thinking that if I have to be a superhero, do I have to wear, tight clothes like Spider-Man, or, wear a cape and fly around like Superman? Well, that's really not what we're talking about here. We're really talking about superheroes who help people grow and develop. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you help people? I'm sure you do. But when we're talking about helping people, it's really not just about being nice and helping people, but it's really, really about, tapping into their potential and really trying to get the best out of what individuals have to offer. And that's really, the superhero leader we're talking about. Let me just take you, down memory lane, and let's just go back and, go back into time and go back into history and think about some of the leaders that have really made an impact and that you remember, that you want to call out. Okay, so you want to talk about, yeah, Hitler. Hitler wasn't a superhero, well, but he was a super villain because he had all these superpowers that he didn't really put to the right use, and that caused a lot of pain to a lot of people. And yes, we've got leaders like Gandhi, and we've got leaders like Sheikh Zayed, who got the entire Arab tribe from 7 different emirates together to form a unified nation. And yes, we're talking about these leaders, and the reason we remember them is because they were able to accomplish something big and overcome challenges. So for a superhero to really, really be successful, you have to have a super villain, because what does a villain really do? A villain does bad, really bad, bad, bad things, and causes huge problems. And that's when, a superhero can come to the rescue and save the day. And that's really, when a superhero can use all the knowledge, the powers, the skills that he has to change any of the challenges and the big problems into successes. So if you've got big problems in life right now, then let me tell you, that is good news, because if you've got big problems, then you've got an opportunity to be a superhero. Yeah, and bigger the problems, bigger the hero. If you've got medium problems, then you'll be a medium superhero, and if you've got small problems, you'll still be a small superhero. But if you have no problems, then guess what? There is no hero. Because do you think of a leader? I mean, let's go back to the history question I asked you. Do you think of any leaders really who come to your mind, who led countries in times of peace? Not really, because they didn't really have those big challenges to deal with. And if there aren't challenges, and you're just dealing with the day-to-day stuff, then you're honestly not going to be remembered, and you will soon be forgotten. So I'd like you to go back and think about some of those big problems that we have. And now when we're talking about big problems, I don't mean like, a company going bankrupt, or people losing jobs and all of that. What we're talking about, our big problems could even just be about how do people feel? How do people feel in about coming to work and about doing a job? Or how do people behave? What's the impact that they have on the growth and development of others? What is it that we can do? What barriers come in the way of people's growth? So these could be really big problems. And one big problem could be an internal conflict that you're having, that's preventing you from really reaching your full potential. That could be a big problem. So I'd like you to go back and think about all these big problems that you can list down in your life. And then we will come back and we will, revisit to see what could we do with all these problems. And just to give you an idea, medium problems could really be problems that have been there for a week, and week or a day, and they're nagging, and you want to get something done with it. A small problem could be, hey, where's my keys? That could be an example of a small problem. So again, go back, list down all the problems that you're facing in your life. It could be your work life, it could be your family life, with any relationship that you might be facing. List down all those big problems, and I will see you on the next video, and we'll talk about what can we do with those problems. Okay, welcome back, and I am sure you've done your homework by listing down all those big problems that you have. I'd now like you to take out the World of Work map that you might have either as a PDF or in your kit. And what we're going to do with this World of Work map is, the purpose is to really, just like any map, navigate through to understand,